All right, so you're probably here because you want to kind of get to the bottom of what makes a really, really strong sales operations manager, right?
Yeah.
Maybe even prepping for an interview yourself.
Right.
So consider this your like fast track to like,
Right.
all the essentials you need.
Absolutely. And we're going to be looking at an article that kind of goes into what hiring managers are really looking for in these roles,
Right.
and really importantly, how you can prepare for an interview and really position yourself as the best candidate.
Right, like getting that edge.
Yeah, exactly. Like, what's the core
That's
DNA of
nice.
this role, and how do you succeed?
Perfect. Yeah. So our kind of mission here is to break down the key insights from this article
Yep.
and give you like a really, really clear view of the competencies
Yeah,
and expectations for the sales operations manager role.
absolutely.
So let's just dive right in.
Let's do it.
When these hiring managers are looking at you,
Yeah.
what are the like big things they're trying to find?
Well, it's really interesting right from the get-go that this is a multifaceted role.
Okay.
It's not just about the numbers.
Got it.
It's really, they're looking for a strategic thinker.
Okay.
Someone who can kind of like zoom out and see the bigger picture
Right.
and see how their work fits into the business objectives.
Okay. So that strategic element is very key.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
Gotcha.
But at the same time, it's also coupled with this real analytical horsepower.
Okay.
So it's not just being able to see the data, it's being able to actually interpret it and derive actionable insights from the data.
Right. So it's almost like they need to see like the forest for the trees,
That's a perfect analogy.
but also understand the individual trees through the data.
Yes, exactly. And all of that needs to be grounded in a really solid understanding of the end-to-end sales process.
Oh, okay.
You got to know how a lead becomes a closed deal.
Yeah. So knowing that full cycle is essential.
Super important.
Yeah. And also remembering that a sales operations manager is not just working alone in a silo.
Right. It's a very collaborative role. Very much so.
Yeah.
Effective communication is paramount.
Right.
You have to be able to communicate your insights and your strategies
Yeah.
really, really clearly to the sales team,
Yeah.
but also to other stakeholders in other departments.
Makes sense.
And, they're looking for those leadership qualities as well.
Yeah.
The capacity to kind of influence and guide the sales force
Mm-hmm.
towards efficiency, even if you're not directly line managing them in every case.
Right.
And of course, inevitably, things don't always go according to plan.
So they need to be able to troubleshoot.
100%.
Yeah.
Strong problem-solving skills are really essential for this role
Yeah.
because you're going to need to identify roadblocks and implement those solutions to keep that sales engine humming.
Right. Just keep everything moving smoothly.
Exactly. Keep it all smooth.
Gotcha. So you know what they're looking for, like the qualities.
Yeah.
What about how do you actually prepare
Right.
to like nail that interview?
Yeah. Well, the article really emphasizes that preparation is key.
Okay.
Like it's the name of the game. Right. And it highlights a few really vital areas.
Okay.
So first, and this may seem obvious, but it's often overlooked,
Okay.
meticulous research.
Okay.
You have to really go deep on the company.
Okay.
Their products, their services, their ideal customer,
Mm-hmm.
their position in the competitive landscape,
Okay.
understanding the broader industry trends that are shaping their market.
Why is all that detail so important?
Well, on one level, it just shows that you have genuine interest, right?
Okay.
But more strategically, it lets you tailor your responses to their specific context.
Got it.
So you're not just giving generic answers. You're showing that you actually understand their specific challenges
Right.
and opportunities.
You're not just talking about sales in general.
Exactly.
You're
Yeah.
talking about their sales.
Absolutely. And that's what signals that you've thought about how your specific skills can directly benefit them.
Right. So it almost like turns that interview into a conversation about
Yeah.
like mutual benefit.
I like that. Yeah, it's a much more kind of like, we're in this together
Right.
kind of vibe.
Exactly. And it's not just you trying to get a job.
Exactly.
Yeah. What else is key in preparing?
So another really important thing
Yeah.
is to have a really deep understanding
Okay.
of the sales process
Okay.
and the metrics that track its health.
Okay.
So you need to be fluent in the language of sales performance,
Right.
from the initial lead all the way to the closed deal.
Gotcha.
Know your KPIs
Okay.
inside and out.
Key performance indicators.
Exactly. Yep. So things like the sales pipeline,
Okay.
conversion rates at each stage,
Mm-hmm.
average deal size,
Okay.
and the sales cycle length.
Right. So it's not just about knowing what those things are. It's
Yeah.
about knowing how they all work together
Yes.
and like how to influence them
exactly.
as a sales ops manager.
It's spot on.
Got it. What else?
So the article also emphasizes the importance of being comfortable with CRM systems.
Oh,
So that's customer relationship management systems.
Got it.
which are really the backbone of modern sales
Okay.
and any other kind of supporting sales technologies.
Okay. So just that technical familiarity is
But
important.
absolutely, yeah. Familiarity demonstrates that you have that practical and technical foundation to implement these systems.
Got it. So we've got the company research, we've got the understanding of the sales process and the metrics,
Yeah.
and then that technical side of things.
Yeah.
What's the kind of final piece of the prep puzzle?
So the final piece is really honing your ability to articulate your analytical and problem-solving skills.
Okay.
So as we said, this is a very data-driven role.
Yeah.
So you need to be prepared to talk about specific times
Okay.
where you've taken data,
Mm-hmm.
identified patterns or trends,
Yeah.
and translated those insights into concrete actions that have led to positive outcomes.
Right. So it's not just saying like I'm analytical or I'm a problem solver.
Right.
It's about actually telling that story
Totally tell the story.
with the data.
Yeah, paint the picture.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So like what are some examples?
Yeah, so think about examples where you might have improved sales forecasting accuracy
Oh, okay.
or boosted team productivity
Mm-hmm.
or streamlined inefficient processes.
Okay. So it's about bringing those skills to life with those real world examples.
100%.
Gotcha.
And yeah, the article actually highlights some top interview questions you're likely to encounter.
Oh, perfect.
So let's take a look at the first one.
Okay.
How do you ensure sales goals align with business objectives?
So what do you think the interviewer is really trying to get at here?
Well, I think they want to see that you understand that the sales department isn't an island.
Yeah.
They want to know if you can see the connection between what the sales team is doing
Right.
and the overall strategic direction of the company.
Exactly like how those two things work together.
Totally. Yeah, you're
Yeah.
spot on.
Got it.
So they're really assessing your strategic alignment.
Okay.
Can you make sure that the sales team's targets and activities are actually directly supporting that broader company vision?
Right.
And your answer should really emphasize the importance of cross-functional collaboration,
Okay.
working closely with other departments to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Got it.
And the sample answer in the article actually highlights
Yeah.
how important it is to have regular communication with leadership
Okay.
and to use data and market intelligence to make sure that those sales targets are really anchored to the overall business strategy.
Okay.
And then they go on to show the impact of that with an example.
Okay.
They say that it led to a 15% increase in sales revenue.
Oh, wow. So having those numbers to back it up.
Absolutely. Having that metric just adds weight.
Right. Quantifies it.
Totally.
Yeah.
Okay, what's the next one?
Okay. So the next one is,
Yeah.
can you provide an example of how you've improved sales productivity in your previous role?
Oh, so this is really where you get to showcase your abilities
Yeah.
to make the team better
Exactly. They want concrete evidence of your impact. Right.
on that team's performance.
Gotcha.
And the sample answer they give
Yeah.
is that they implemented a sales performance dashboard
Oh, nice.
that provided real-time visibility into those key metrics
Yeah.
for both the team and individual reps.
So everybody can see what's going on.
Exactly. Transparency is key.
Got it.
And by using this dashboard, they were able to identify and address bottlenecks.
Right.
And that led to a 20% increase in productivity within 6 months.
That's amazing.
Yeah, it's a big jump.
Yeah, huge.
So those data-driven insights really pay off.
Right. It's not just about having the dashboard.
No,
It's about what you do with it.
exactly. It's about taking action.
Got it. Question number 3.
Okay, question number 3.
Yeah.
How do you handle conflicts between sales and other departments?
So this is interesting. It's
Yeah.
like the interpersonal side
Very much.
of things.
Yeah, it's about, how you handle those tricky situations.
Right, because sales can't operate on its own.
No,
Yeah.
exactly. So they want to see how you navigate those inevitable points of friction.
Right. You got to be a diplomat in a way.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah.
So your answer should really demonstrate your ability to kind of build bridges, resolve disagreements constructively.
Got it.
And the sample answer they give
Yeah.
is that they would proactively engage with departments like marketing and finance,
Okay.
have really open communication with them,
Right.
and try to understand their different priorities and perspectives.
Right. So it's about understanding where everyone's coming from
Exactly.
and trying to find that common ground.
Yeah, find the common ground.
Got it.
And they say that this approach led to a 10% improvement in interdepartmental efficiency.
Wow. So those relationships
Yeah.
really matter.
They're really crucial.
Got it.
Question number 4.
Okay. Question number 4
Yeah.
is, what tools or systems do you implement to forecast sales accurately?
Oh. So this is back to the technical side of things.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, they really want to know that you're using sophisticated and reliable methods.
Right, not just like throwing darts at a board.
Exactly, yeah. No guesswork.
Okay,
They want to see that you're using data.
got it.
Oh.
So what kind of things are they hoping to hear?
Well, in their sample answer,
Yeah.
they talk about predictive analytics software.
Oh,
So this type of software integrates all sorts of different data.
okay.
Historical sales figures, current market trends, customer insights.
Wow, so it's pulling from a lot of different places.
Yeah, it's a really comprehensive approach.
Got it.
And they specifically mentioned the use of machine learning algorithms,
Oh, wow.
which is pretty advanced.
Yeah, that's very cool.
Yeah, and they say that this led to a 95% accuracy rate.
Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Pretty impressive.
Yeah.
So that really signals a strong command of those technical aspects of the role.
That's super cool.
Yeah.
Okay, last question.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
This one's, can you describe a successful sales strategy you implemented and the outcomes?
Oh, so this is about showing that you can walk the walk.
Totally.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's about showing them that you can think strategically
Mhm.
and then execute on that strategy
And get results.
and deliver those results.
Got it.
So you need to kind of walk them through the elements of the strategy,
Okay.
the steps you took, the hurdles you encountered, how you overcame them,
Yeah.
and of course those all important results.
Right.
So the example they give
Yeah.
is a territory-based sales strategy,
Okay.
which incorporated market segmentation and different approaches for different customer groups.
Okay, so very targeted.
Very targeted.
Yeah.
And they say that this led to a 25% increase in sales conversion rates
Wow.
and a 30% expansion of the customer base within a year.
That's incredible.
Pretty big results.
Yeah, huge.
Yeah.
So I'm noticing a theme here.
With that?
It seems like across all of these questions,
Yeah.
it's really about giving those specific examples with the numbers.
Yeah. Quantifiable results.
Yeah, to back it up.
That's what they want to see.
Gotcha. Okay, so beyond the questions,
Yeah.
the article also goes into do's and don'ts.
It does. What are the big do's?
All right, so the first do
Yeah.
is to make sure you're really implementing and talking about data-driven strategies.
Okay, so that's a constant.
Yeah, it's really about constantly highlighting
Yeah.
how you leverage data to make decisions.
Right, and how that data actually leads to results.
Exactly, yeah. Show them the impact.
Got it. What's the next do?
So the second do is to really effectively showcase your teamwork and management skills.
Okay,
Even if you weren't directly managing people,
right.
showing that you can collaborate across functions and influence the sales team is super important.
Got it.
And the third one
Yeah.
is to be prepared to talk about process improvements
Okay.
and how you've contributed to operational efficiency.
So it's about making things better.
Yeah, always striving to improve.
Got it. Okay, so we've got the do's.
Yeah.
What are the don'ts?
All right, well, the first don't is a big one. Okay.
Don't ever speak negatively about past colleagues or supervisors.
Okay,
It just reflects poorly.
makes sense.
Yeah, no matter what the circumstances.
Yeah.
What's another one?
Another,
Don't underestimate the importance of showing that you understand the company's market position.
right, so back to the research.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You need to show that you've done your homework.
Gotcha. Okay, and the last don't.
All right, last one
Yeah.
is don't be inflexible
Okay.
when it comes to those process improvements.
Right, so be open to change.
Yes, exactly.
Be willing to learn.
Yeah, be adaptable.
Got it. Okay. So the article also has a little FAQ section.
It does.
What are some of the key insights there?
So one of the questions is, how do sales operations managers drive revenue growth?
Oh, good question.
Yeah, really fundamental.
Yeah.
And the answer really encapsulates a lot of what we've been talking about.
Okay.
It's about the strategic sales planning,
Mm-hmm.
the rigorous performance analysis,
Yeah.
and the implementation of those efficient processes.
Gotcha. So it's about optimizing that whole system.
Yeah, optimizing that sales engine.
Right, and making sure that everything's aligned.
Exactly. Making sure that the strategies are aligned with the goals and that everyone's working together across departments.
Right, so they're almost like the enablers
Yeah.
of revenue in a way.
Yeah, 100%.
Cool.
Okay. What else?
So another question is about the key metrics that a sales operations manager should be on top of.
Okay, so this is the data side of things.
Yeah, the numbers.
Yeah.
So they list a bunch of them.
Okay.
Sales conversion rates, average deal size, sales pipeline velocity,
Okay.
which, by the way, tells you how quickly deals are moving through the pipeline.
Got it.
And, of course, that sales forecast accuracy.
Right.
But it also includes metrics about the sales team.
Okay.
Things like quota attainment, sales rep productivity,
Right.
even the cost of acquiring a new customer.
Right. So it's a lot of data to be on top of.
It's a lot, but it just emphasizes how analytical the role is. Yeah, you gotta love numbers for this job.
Definitely.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, last one from the FAQ.
Okay, so the last one is how to effectively demonstrate leadership qualities within this kind of role.
Oh, that's interesting, because it's not always a directly managerial role.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
But the answer really highlights the importance of showcasing your successful strategies,
Okay.
showing how you've guided and motivated teams, and really emphasizing your role in creating processes
Right.
that have led to improvements in efficiency and revenue growth.
Right. So even if you're not the boss,
Yeah,
you can still be a leader.
absolutely. You can lead from any position.
Right.
And by doing all of this,
Yeah.
by really understanding what hiring managers are looking for, preparing thoroughly,
Yeah.
and answering those key questions in the right way,
Right. With the numbers
with the numbers,
and the examples.
they'll be well on your way to landing that sales operations manager job.
Perfect. So just to sum up for you, our listener,
Yeah.
remember those hiring managers? They want that combo
Yeah.
of strategic thinking, analytical skills, and that really deep understanding of sales.
Totally.
And your prep should involve that deep dive into the company, mastering those metrics and technologies,
Absolutely.
and being ready to talk about your problem-solving skills with real examples.
Yeah.
And when you get to the interview itself,
Yes.
make sure you're talking about aligning the sales goals with the bigger picture, showing those real improvements you've made in productivity, demonstrating those collaboration skills, highlighting that technical know-how when it comes to forecasting, and showing them those successful strategies you've implemented with real-world outcomes.
Exactly. And don't forget those do's and don'ts.
Right. Be data-driven, collaborative, efficiency-focused, but stay away from the negativity.
Totally.
Show that you know the company.
Yeah.
And be adaptable.
Be flexible.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, it's interesting when we take a step back and look at the bigger picture.
Yeah.
The sales operations role has really evolved.
Okay.
It's no longer just an administrative function.
Right.
It's really a strategic partner to the sales team and to the wider organization.
So it's much more central now
Absolutely.
to how businesses operate.
It's really critical.
That's really interesting. So as you're thinking about all of this, we really want you to consider which of these aspects really speaks to you and to this changing world of sales. How does that strategic and analytical side of sales operations really connect with a business's success? And maybe even more importantly, how can continuing to learn and develop in these areas give you that edge in your career?
Some food for thought.
Yeah, lots to think about.
Lots to think about.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
Absolutely my pleasure.
We'll see you next time.
See you later.